Hello, I'm Channa Bankapur. I'm going to discuss my solution to the lead code problem valid square. It's today's daily challenge in lead code. The problem has 4 points given, 4 points in a 2D space, and we need to figure out whether they make a square, right? So the square has four, corner points. Whether these are those 4 points that's going to make a square. So it involves simple math from high school, essentially geometry, and in that analytical geometry or Euclidean geometry. So let me take an example here. So in this example, it is very trivial. So we have points at 0, 0, 1, 1, and 1, 0, and then 0, 1. Right. So this makes a square, and each side has a unit, length. So what if the square is somewhat tilted like this, right? In this case, I don't know what is the length. So suppose if the length of each of them is, say, 2, so all of them are going to be 2, but the points are not, well aligned in the same way. So we need to figure out that. So, and the points are given in any order, so that shouldn't matter. So let's take, suppose P1 is somewhere here. What we can do is we can find distance from P1 to all the other 3 points. So we can find the distance using Euclidean distance formula, which is basically the sum of the squares of x-axis and y-axis of sets. So the difference in x-axis and y-axis, I'm just squaring it, and square root of that is going to be the distance. So this is the distance formula we can use to find distance between 2 points. So when we find the distance between P1 and all the other 3 points, two of them should be of the same distance from P1. So then that is going to be the length of a side. And the other one has to be actually, we can also figure out if this is a square. Suppose if this is, both of these are distance, say DD, this is going to be, so I'm going to have D squared here, D squared, D squared. This is going to be D squared plus D squared, right? Actually, the square root of that is what we need to take for the distance. But I'm going to keep ignoring square root because anyway, it serves, it does the same job even if I don't take the square, just for the comparison purposes. So that's what I'm going to figure out. I'll find the distance from P1 to all the other 3 points, and two of them should be of the same distance, and that is going to be my length of the side, and the other one should be of the distance which is given by this formula. And once I figure out, I think these are all just necessary conditions. We need to figure out a few more things. So suppose if this point is a P2 and P3, right? It's not necessarily the same P2, P3 given. It could be in any order. And this is the P4 which is left out, which is diagonally opposite to P1. And the distance from P2 to P4 and P3 to P4 also should be the same, right? D, it should be D, right? So that's what I'm going to figure out. And once I figure out, I think I can also figure out the distance between, P2, P3. That has to be again the diagonal distance. We already know what should be the diagonal distance. And if I figure out all of these, I think this is going to pinpoint the 4 points properly, and it's going to figure out whether it's a square or not, right? Let me show my code, and then that should be clear. So what I have done here is, so there are 4 points, P1, P2, P3, P4. I have basically added them into a vector of points, and the first two values are coordinates, X and Y coordinates, and the third one is the distance. So initially, P1 is at a distance of 0 from P1, obviously, and P2, P3, P4 are at a distance of this one. So I have a distance formula which is given by Euclidean distance formula here, and then I'm going to find. Actually, this distance is what I'm returning is the square of the distance, not exactly the distance, but that should be fine. All right. So now I'm going to sort all these points. Obviously, the P1 point is going to be at the beginning because that is 0. Everything else is going to be positive, unless if there is a point which is colliding with P1 itself. Actually, that's one special case they have given. If all the 4 points are same, it also technically looks like a square with no length of the side as 0, but they don't consider it as a square, and we should be returning false. That's why I I handle this case at line number 27, right? If the second point's distance from the first point is 0, that means I'm just going to return false, because that has to be, as in if it turns out to be a square even after that, that means all the 4 points are identical. All right. So once I do that, the point, second point and third point, which is at points 1 and points 2, both of them should be at the same distance from point 0, which is the first point. If not, I'm going to return false. So these are more like necessary conditions I keep checking. So, and the second set of necessary conditions are the distance from points of 1 and points of 2 to points of 3, which is the diagonally opposite point of the first point. The distance to them also should be equal to the length of the side. Length of the side is either points of 1 or points of 2 from the first point. So if it is not equal to that, I'm going to return false, right? The other two sides I'm going to make sure. So then I'm going to make sure whether the diagonal distance is also same. So we already know the diagonal distance has to be as an interim, the square of the distance is what I'm taking care here. So that's why the distance to the second, the points of 1 and points of 2, which is second and third points, if some of those two is not equal to the distance to the third one, then it's not actually a diagonal, right? So that's why I'm gonna return false, right? So why do we need this condition in line number 33 is because we can have a rhombus. Rhombus is more like a diamond shape where all the four sides are same, but the thing is the diagonals are not same, are actually not just diagonals are not same. They are, one of them is lesser than the actual expected diagonal side length, and one of them is going to be more than that, right? So that's why I thought of making sure both the diagonals are of the length which is expected, but we don't have to make sure both of them, just one is good enough, right? If one of them is not proper, then the other one is also going to be not proper. So that's all is necessary, right? We don't need any other idea. I was actually thinking of, we are going to need to find the slope of these these straight lines formed out of 2 points and all, but those are not necessary to solve this problem. All right, so let me submit, and it should work. Right, it accepted. It looks like there is a lot of code here, but it's not much. So yeah, most of the code is just to make sure I'm just putting them in a vector of points and then sorting them up, so that there are only 4 points. So sorting is also, I don't consider that as n log n. That is only constant time. So there are only 4 points given. There is nothing called a variable other than the actual coordinate points. So but still this whole thing works in constant time. All right. So yeah, if you have any other approach of solving this problem using some other geometrical properties, let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, please like the video and subscribe to the channel, and keep coding every day. And thanks for watching.